The Lens of Truth, also referred to as the Eye of Truth, is an artifact that can see illusions and invisible objects. You can find it in both Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. In Ocarina of Time, you can find it in the bottom of the well after traversing through the sewer-like system, and in Majora's Mask, you can find it after following the owl and Snowhead. The Lens of Truth allows the user to see things that are normally not visible to the naked eye. It can show walls, floors, and objects that are fake, so not actually there, and you can see invisible ladders, platforms, enemies, and ghosts. The Lens of Truth does use magic power over time, so you have to pay attention to your magic bar. However, you can kinda circumvent this by toggling the lens so it doesn't drain any magic, and you can still sort of see things. The lens is technically optional as you don't need it to get through the many areas. It does, however, make things considerably easier. The Lens of Truth looks very similar to the Sheikah eye symbol. It has a handle in the shape of a tear. The Lens of Truth is thought to be part of a set, including the Mask of Truth and the Stone of Agony. They are thought to give the holder untold powers in terms of perception of the truth in the surroundings. The Mask of Truth shows you what people think, and you can understand the gossip stones. These stones tell you a little bit more about the world and its characters. The Stone of Agony vibrates when a secret is nearby Link. Okay, so that explains what the lens is and what it does. However, this theory is not about the lens itself, but about the previous owner. In Kakariko village in Ocarina of Time, there is an old man who tells you a little bit more about the village and that there used to be a man living where the well is currently located. He says that this man could actually see the truth. A long time ago, there was a man in this very village who had an eye that said could see the truth. Now usually you have to train your mind's eye most strenuously to actually see the truth, but this fella, no, they say he had a different way of doing things. His house stood where the well is now. Although the legend of the man who could see the truth was likely placed in the game to act as a hint to the player, there are many theories about this topic regardless. It is probable that the man who could see the truth is a metaphor for the Lens of Truth. Because the item is found at the bottom of the well, where the man's house once stood, this seems implied. Another possibility is that the man did literally possess such an eye, and when the Lens of Truth was crafted, his eye was integrated into the artifact. Still another possibility is that the man created the Lens of Truth, used it during his lifetime, and it was placed in the well after his death. Notably, the Lens of Truth resembles the Sheikah emblem, which is interesting considering that Kakariko was once a Sheikah village. Now, we have seen in the cutscene that takes place after you complete the water temple that Bongo Bongo escapes from the well. He apparently has been sealed in there, which is odd because it doesn't seem like a place where you would seal an evil spirit. There's a theory that states that Bongo Bongo could be the man who could see the truth. His house could have been sent to the bottom of the well, along with certain artifacts, among them the Lens of Truth. If Bongo Bongo is this man, then it is very possible that the man was executed for some reason, given that the creature's hands are separated, with stumps showing the flesh of its arms, and its head is missing, replaced by a stump with the eye supposedly being its neck. Bongo Bongo manifests itself as having one great red eye, and the Lens of Truth is needed to see it. In addition, its eye bears a very strong resemblance to the Lens of Truth. It may have been executed for being a murderer, as both the Shadow Temple and the bottom of the well are filled with undead and have various torture devices. In the Ocarina of Time manga, it is explained that the eye symbol was once represented as a single eye without a tear, similar to the symbol seen in A Link to the Past. This changed when, long ago, an act of betrayal on the part of the royal family of Hyrule occurred, resulting in the banishment of the Sheikah tribe from the Kingdom of Hyrule for a very long time. Bongo Bongo may have been a powerful Sheikah who went mad and killed several people. The Sheikah then executed him and put the tear on the Sheikah symbol, as a symbol of sadness. The Shadow Temple has multiple references to the Sheikah, both inside and out. One of the most obvious references to the Sheikah is the great stone door that serves as the gateway into the temple, as it bears the Eye of the Sheikah. Inside, multiple references are made by mysterious walls to the Eye of the Truth, better known as the Lens of Truth, which is a Sheikah artifact. The Sage of Shadow herself is a Sheikah as well. All these references and signs have brought a great majority of fans to believe that the Shadow Temple was a creation of the Sheikah tribe and perhaps once served as a place of worship for them. It would make sense for Bongo Bongo to return to the Shadow Temple if he indeed used to be affiliated with the Sheikah. While most of the evidence points toward Bongo Bongo as being the man from the well, there's also a theory that suggests that the Ghost Hunter is that man. It is generally accepted that the unnamed character's truth-seeing eye is the Lens of Truth, but it's also possible that he had a real eye that could see the truth. The bright light found in the face of the Ghost Hunter could be that eye. It could be possible that the two are one and the same, as the old man from Kakariko remarks that he long since died. Another fact supporting this theory is that the Ghost Hunter even remarks that he can read minds and see the truth.